Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is King of C, where we are going to have a best of 5 between Acclaim, Empirex, and Saigon Jokers. We are your shoutcasters. I'm Amplifier, and I'm with Neep. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. And AEX, they really dropped the ball in that first game. I'm hoping they come back. Saigon Jokers, of course, played a really amazing game. Very clean, and I really like their draft. Yeah,
that's very true. Actually, we don't really have time for any intros. We're going to go straight into the pick and ban. It's already started. Actually, we're already on the first pick. So let's go straight ahead into the pick and ban phase. Again, guys, Empirex, sila yung mga representative natin against Saigon Jokers, who are the current kings in King of C. This is a rotation-based thing. So basically, Saigon Jokers are the kings. They fight everyone in Southeast Asia. And every time you win a series, you earn $500. So it's a lot of money every time you win. So, syempre incentive yun para sa team. You want to be the king so that you get to face everyone and stack up the $500.
And let's take a look. We see Gangplank, Ash, and Bard banned on the AEX side. Very similar, actually, if I recall correctly, to the first game.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, LeBlanc, Ari, Shen, those are the exact same bans from the first game. So, I think Saigon Jokers is basically challenging AEX to show me what you got. We're going to ban the same thing. We might even run the same strategy. Let's see what happens. Again, the karma taken for Acclaim Empirex. They really like that pick.
Yeah, actually, it's a pretty nice pick. Again, it's pretty unique for them since they like to run it top, sometimes even
sometimes
mid
top, sometimes mid, sometimes support. It's been really good. I mean, Canon, is, despite karma top being very weird or very niche, Canon's been playing that really well.
Yeah, that's very true.
Let's see what happens.
So we're going to see Jin, Gragas locked in for Saigon Jokers, and Zach immediately taken by Tamsu as a response.
So Tamsu, we've seen this time and time again. If the Graves doesn't work, the Zach will. Let's give the Zach a try. And let's see if Tamsu's Zach is enough to carry Acclaim Empirex to take this game, as Zach isn't a champion you see in the other regions. This is like a Philippine exclusive thing.
The PH jungle thing.
And it's actually really popular in the Philippines. I mean, every solo queue game I see a Zach. I personally banned the Zach myself because these gank paths are just really insane.
Yeah, and they're very punishable, especially in solo queue. That's going to be Tristana locked in for Gen V. Something we also don't see that often, but it's something Gen V seems to really like. We saw it a lot even in Rampage and during the playoffs. So we're going to be seeing Tristana again. And SAJ, they're still missing their mid, top, and support.
You know what? I'm getting Rampage 2016 vibes from this team composition. The Tristana, the Zap, and the Karma's all there. What are we missing? We're missing the Vel'Koz.
We're missing, Vel'Koz
and the Nami mid.
The Nami mid.
Tristana was
the winning AD carry.
Yeah, that was the game-changing, the game winner, the match winner, the championship winner for Acclaim Empirex. And now let's see what they're going to pick. What they are going to take.
Trundle, Thresh locked in by SAJ, so we're going to see the Thresh again. And the Trundle could flex top or support, so we don't know what SAJ is going to finally lock in. We're still looking at Empirex, a bit unpredictable since Karma is a flex pick. We'll see Nar. Wow, Nar being hovered over something we don't see often.
Yeah, we haven't seen Canon really play that Nar. We've seen him on that Shen and the Gangplank a lot, and that Karma, of course. However, it looks like they might flex this into another role. Will it be mid? Will it be support? Or are they just going to ditch the Nar and pick something completely
you know, Empirex always very unpredictable. We'll see what they decide to take, because the AD carry and jungle picks have already been locked in. They're only missing, well, I actually can't say what they're missing.
I mean, it's Acclaim Empirex. You don't know what they're going to pick.
Exactly. They have a few seconds left. Ooh, Ziggs. So they're looking like a siege comp from Empirex with the Tristana and the Ziggs locked in. Morgana.
And
also, wow, last minute
swap
change there.
What are they going to do with this? Because we've seen Canon play Morgana top, like along with the Karma being played in all 3 roles. This Morgana has also been played. Well, actually, that's going to be an R top, of course. Obviously.
Of course. Unless they put it in the mid lane.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be an R top. So that's either going to be the Morgana mid or that Karma mid. And let's see what Saigon Jokers takes as their mid lane in response.
Ooh, Vel'Koz, Zed, still open. We still have Malzahar, Vladimir, all the other mid laners. Victor's also there.
Warzone on that Victor. He really loves that Victor. I've seen him play this Victor time and time again. Let's see if he decides to lock this in. His champion mastery on this is very high. So I'm really excited to see this. And of course, Ron OP on his Thresh again. And I'm really liking this team composition. from Saigon Jokers. It's very well-rounded. You have lots of ways to get picked with that Gragas to an extent. The flash body slam.
Yeah.
You have the Jin who has that W, can snipe you from long range. The thresh hooks, obviously, and then that Trundle Pillar of Filth. Very good at locking this team down. However, AEX, they're slippery. They have lots of mobility and lots of ways to just get rid of CC. Of course, the jumps coming in from the Gnar, the Zac, the Tristana, and then Karma's really fast. And then you've got that Black Shield from Endless Days. And again, this is something that we've seen actually a lot from Acclaim Empirex. This is how they play the game. If Acclaim Empirex had a playbook, this would be like the first page. They have that double support with that Karma and that Morgana. Sometimes they'll play that support in the top lane on Cannon. Sometimes they'll run it mid, but this time it's going to be the mid. And then they've got the double carry. They've got that hyper carry. Well, they have a secondary carry with that Gnar, but they instead they have a hyper carry with that Tristana. And then, of course, they have Tomsu on that Zac, who just creates lots of pressure in that early game. And Tomsu, surprisingly, he impressed me in that first game. He had extremely good pathing. Those ganks were insane. And
that's what we were saying. I mean, even in the early game, things were looking very good for Empirex. I'm sure you guys saw it. Medyo pinaasa tayo na Empirex because they were able to get 2 kills.
I saw those 2 kills, and then it all went downhill from there.
I mean, how do you feel, for example, because you do have experience as a support, how did you feel about the bot lane of Empirex in the first game?
It was interesting. There was a lot of mechanical mistakes. It wasn't like we got completely outplayed. I feel like maybe on a different day, Sunzi and Genvi could have held their own. However, it wasn't there during the first game. However, this is the beauty of a best of 5. Anything can happen. There's lots of room to improve on the previous game and just keep on building up. And let's see if Acclaim Empirex is the team that can just come back from that huge deficit in that first game.
That's definitely something we're looking forward to. I mean, sa mga nanonood na Rampage, we saw how Empirex performed during that best of 5. That was one of their very first, but I'm sure it did give them a bit of experience on how to handle best of 5s. Let's see if Empirex can bounce back in this best of 5 against Saigon Jokers again, guys. This is King of C, and Acclaim Empirex are the Philippine representatives to fight and ideally take away the King title from Saigon Jokers.
And that would be amazing.
$500. Yeah, that would be really amazing.
I mean, Acclaim Empirex coming from that Rampage victory, if they're able to upset Saigon Jokers, that's the story right there.
Yeah, that would just be the cherry on top of the whole cake of the story.
No, I think that'd just be the entire cake. That's amazing.
Cake,
that's not a tiny
that's
cherry.
Not the cherry. That's the whole thing.
Whole cake.
That's true.
Maybe a thick layer of frosting or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, it would be a really huge upset if Empirex would win this, so please do show them your support. Sa mga nanonood dyan, make sure to share the stream link on both Facebook and Twitter. Of course, you can use the hashtag AEXWin to show your support for Empirex. And if you happen to be a supporter of SAJ, you can also put hashtag SAJWin. Make sure to share, again, the stream link on Facebook and Twitter, and follow Garena Esports PH for more updates. And yeah, we're going to be entering the game in just a bit. Again, guys, this is patch 6.15. We are your shoutcasters. I'm Amplifier, and I'm with Deep right now. And let's see, again, we're seeing how Empirex will learn throughout the best of 5. Can they bounce back after a pretty demotivating win earlier?
Yeah, but I definitely think there was the potential for Acclaim Empirex to win that game. It's just the small mechanical errors that eventually snowballed out of control. Tomsu actually had a very good grasp on the map, despite the advantage slowly building and building. It never seemed like Acclaim Empirex completely lost control of the game there. Like, there was a lot of instances where they were the ones forcing to engage rather than them playing reactively. So it shows that they're going without a fight. And I think this is a type of mindset that this team needs in order to take a game possibly.
I mean, we were seeing a lot of exchanges earlier when Empirex was against SAJ. Even if there was a pretty big gold lead, it was becoming 4 for 3, 3 for 2. They were still able to fight back despite the gold lead. So it was nice to see that, and I'm hoping to see them step up a bit more and be a bit more consistent in this game compared to game 1.
And I think one of the problems also is bringing in this new mid laner. From what I know, they don't have that much practice with him. And I guess you could see that, as there wasn't really that much synergy between Tomsu and Calculated. Usually when, like, for example, at Rampage, Tomsu and Calculated, their synergy was on point. That was almost guaranteed a sure kill in the mid lane when Tomsu did visit. This time around, there was some play. I mean, we did see Tomsu get a couple kills in that mid lane. However, it wasn't like 100% synergy right there.
It's like the thing where it's like Faker Bengi. You know, we look at them and there's that really huge synergy. And in the same way, Carl and Tamsu, you know, they have that relationship already, being teammates for quite a long time already.
Almost a year now.
Yeah, exactly. But Endless Ace, you know, being his first major game in such a long time, Empirex, you know, they have to be able to adjust with Endless Ace being is this his first best of 5 experience?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, so this is a really new experience for not only Empirex, but especially for Endless Ace, since he is the new one of the new mid laners, along with Calculated. They are trying things out with Endless Ace, and we'll see if he'll be able to glue together well with Tamsu within this best of 5.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see, as we are now onto the Rift, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Will Acclaim Empirex take this game, or will Saigon Jokers threaten the 3-0 sweep?
Yeah, exactly. So guys, again, we're back. This is King of C, Game 2 between Acclaim Empirex and Saigon Jokers, the Philippines versus Vietnam, with Saigon Jokers being the king right now in this rotation. Can Acclaim Empirex turn things around and try and get their revenge on Saigon Jokers? We'll see about that. We'll have a rundown now. That's going to be the blue side. Acclaim Empirex from the Philippines. Cannon in the top lane with Anar. Tamsu in the jungle with Zach. Endless Ace in the mid lane with Morgana. And for the duo lane, that's going to be Genvi and Sunzi with Tristana and Cannon.
And for the red side, we have our current kings. We have Saigon Jokers. In the top lane, we have YT on that Trundle. For the jungle, we have Heaven playing that Gragas. In the mid lane, we have Warzone on that Vector. And for that bottom lane duo, we have Slay and Ron OP with that Jin and Thresh, respectively.
Yeah, so let's see how this early game is going to go. Looking like standard lanes, I don't think there's going to be any lane swaps happening. So everyone just defending their jungle. Sunzi standing on a ward there.
And what's interesting about this is this is one of the first games on this 6.15 patch. So I'm really curious to see how these professional teams react to the changes to the towers specifically, and how it's going to affect the lane swaps, as lane swaps are pretty common in those other regions, in the LCK, in the LCS. However, you don't really see that in the Philippines, and it looks like Saigon Jokers, they're deciding to play it safe, as I can't blame them, as we've seen time and time again. The Saigon Joker bot lane is insane. A lot of their leads come from this bot lane just getting out of control with the help of Heaven. I mean, Slay is a really good AD carry, and Ron OP, he makes those plays.
Yes, he does, as he did in the first game.
I mean, those plays were on point.
So we'll see if he can pull it off again right now. Oh, double flay, and there's a deadly flourish going down. Sunzi getting a bit low, and nice.
Wow, that was
bullet.
a really good trade. I mean, already half HP Sunzi. And what's
scary.
very interesting is, take a look at Sunzi's items.
Oh.
He went Doran Shield first, and I actually seen this do this several times in solo queue. I've always questioned it, but let's see if it works out.
There's another flay going down, and there's another deadly flourish forcing the flash. Ronobi switching the target. Now it's going to be Genvi. He gets a little bit low. This is clearly a trade in favor of SAJ. Ronbo getting a bit low. There's going to be the heal force. There's the bomb going down, but I don't think it'll be enough to finish them off. In terms of summoner spells, that's 1-for-1. Flash for heal.
Yeah, and that was actually a very crucial level 2 power spike from both sides, actually. For Saigon Jokers, it enabled them to make that initial play, and for the Acclaim Empirex side, it's actually what allowed them to survive and burn that heal from Slay.
Yeah, we're actually seeing Heaven waiting down in the bot lane.
Yeah, this is typical Saigon Joker play. Camp that bottom, use it mechanically, and Sunzi's got caught.
Oh, Sunzi gets caught, right indeed, and he's trying to run away. He has no flash. I don't think he'll be able to escape, but Ron B! Wow! He goes down with the first blood. It's going to be an even trade so far. Jin is also going to be backing out, but that was going to be an even trade. Tamsu is actually not here to respond. Genvi going down. There's going to be the TP right now. Coming in, I believe this is Cannon, and he's going to try... Oh no, it was Endless Ace trying to follow up with that route, but it's not going to land. Even trade, and first blood goes to Empirex.
And that was an extremely intelligent play coming in from Sunzi, using the empowered W to get that heal off right at the last tick, baiting the Saigon Jokers, overcommitting actually. I think Saigon Jokers got a bit too cocky there. And as a result, Ron OP did fall, and both summoners are down from Slay, so this should be easy pickings for Tamsu in the future. And that was a lot burned actually. Heaven also burned his flash to set that up.
Actually, it was weird because Ron OP didn't burn his flash, and he was the one to fall down first.
Yeah, I guess he was underestimating how much damage was going to come out from the Tristana. Didn't realize that the turret and Tristana was whacking at it while they were diving Sunzi. And let's see what happens now as that kind of stabilizes the bot lane. Actually,
Yeah.
this is the opposite of what
Game
Saigon
1.
Jokers wanted and game 1. Now you have a 10 CS, actually almost 20 CS
Yeah.
lead for Genvi, and he has first blood. That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, exactly. 31 to 13 CS right now for the bot lane and 1-1 so far on the kill score. Seeing the other lanes, Gnar, slight lead. But mid lane also looking very stable. No TP though for Endless Ace since he did use it earlier. Everyone's starting to approach level 6. The first dragon is going to be the Cloud Drake.
And let's see how this mid lane ganks pays out. Actually,
Yeah,
they're just going to back away.
Zach is waiting there. Actually, he's all the way in the backside. And Warzone is very overextended. Sunzi's here to help. There's the flash being burned, but he's running towards the enemy side. The cleanse is gonna go down and the laser goes down as well. Tamsu barely landing the slingshot. Now Ron is OP here to respond. Tamsu trying to run away. Sunzi is now alone. I'm not sure what he's doing. There's gonna be the Deadly Flourish barely missing. There's gonna be the Lantern to help out, and Sunzi is gonna go down, and that's gonna be a kill for Slay. That's 1 kill up now for Saigon Jokers.
And deja vu right there. Sunzi falling again. I think in the first game he was 0-3 within the first 8 minutes
I think
or
that was
so.
0-5 at
0-5?
the end of the game.
Yeah, so not looking good for Sunzi right there. And it looks like he has picked up his gold per 5 item. So he's actually quite far behind since the first few minutes of the game he didn't have that gold per 5 item. Is missing out on a couple gold. And that might hurt actually Acclaim Empirex in the long run when you think about it, because that's a couple minutes off their sight zone. Here comes the tower.
Yeah, another tower gank, and now it's going to be Heaven trying to help them out. That's going to be an easy tower dive. Slay! Ooh, he goes down. It's going to be another 1-for-1, and the kill goes to Tristana, but the Gragas got the kill in the tower dive.
And despite all the attention that Saigon Jokers is giving to this bot lane, Genvi is doing a very good job of not falling behind. He's still ahead in CS, and he's matched in kills.
So things looking good. Unlike game 1 for this bot lane here, Acclaim Empirex looking a bit more composed. Genvi on this Tristana, very comfortable pick.
Yeah.
He has played this a lot, especially recently, looking back during the Rampage finals. Looking at the other lanes, still things a bit stable in top lane, but mid, Victor with a pretty nice CS lead, 54 to 38. And he does get that Dark Seal on Victor.
What's interesting is that Tamsu's not really playing like his usual self.
That's true.
He's actually getting outpaced in regards to ganks compared to Heaven. Heaven is 1-0-3 right now. Tamsu is 0-0-0. He's only had 2 attempted ganks so far in this mid lane, and they haven't paid off. I think this is again going back to the lack of synergy between Endless Ace and Tamsu, as it's quite evident right now. And Genvi gets caught.
Oh, there's another bot lane gank. Genvi face checking the brush, and he gets the burst combo coming in from SAJ to get an easy kill there.
I'm actually curious why he didn't rocket jump. I'm actually think that Ron OP might have played him out of the rocket jump or hooked him out of it, as those are the only reasons I see why Genvi wasn't able to escape.
Yeah, weird.
And if so, Ron OP with this Thresh Mastery, AEX might want to consider banning this next game.
Yeah, that's very true. He has picked it twice in a row and has looked good. 0-1-4 on the kill score right now. He's 100% kill participation so far, along with Slay. Things looking very good for them in the bot lane. Warzone, he might put down the ult there. Is going to be
close, but no cigar.
Yeah, very close.
That would have definitely been a sure kill if that did land, as Tamsu was on the wing to get that kill.
Yeah, and meanwhile the bot lane pushing a bit, but AEX trying to push back. A lot of the members of SAJ are in this mid lane right now, and Jin is just on the side, ready to use the curtain call if ever he's needed. Ron OP, will he bring down the death sentence? Nothing so far. Looking at the top lane though, Jorn's Fist already bought there by Gnar. Things still looking very even in CS. Ninja Tabi bought first by YT in this matchup.
Yeah, so it looks like that's going to be the typical Frozen Mallet Gnar coming in from Cannon. And Cannon's actually been doing a pretty good job at going head-to-head with YT in this top lane. He's actually been doing a good job of trading and not falling behind in CS, as this is one of the few times we've seen Cannon play this Gnar.
Yeah.
And the last time we saw it was pretty shaky.
Yeah, that's very true. Usually seeing Cannon on mage tops, especially during Rampage. Cannon, Morgana top, yun talaga yung signature champions niya during Rampage. But Zach Tamsu getting spotted out. Pathing not looking so good this game compared to game 1 for Tamsu.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's just relieving the pressure from that bot lane, as bot lane has been forced to play somewhat squared, but here comes Cannon with that Gnarl, and here comes the gank in the bot lane.
Yeah, Slay getting very low. There's the focus, and there's the jump, double jump in, coming in from AEX. They fully engage the hook, barely missing. The curtain goal goes down, Genvi gets slowed. Heaven comes in with a gank, and there's a nice catch to push him back. He goes down, Slay gets the kill. There's a deadly flourish to follow up as well, and Sunzi trying to get away. Tamsu using his ult to try and disengage. Cannon, meanwhile, on the top side gets very low. 5-2 on the kill score with a nice 2,000 gold lead for Saigon Jokers.
And what a play coming in from Saigon Jokers, and here's another one.
They're not done. The fourth bullet flash in, and Slay gets the kill there. Nice engage from Saigon Jokers.
And now it's looking very grim for for Acclaim Empirex rather. That gank was supposed to go in Tamsu's favor, however, the Lantern was just right there. Perfect timing coming in from Ron P, and the counter gank, of course, from Heaven. Heaven doing a very good job of just walking circles around Tamsu this game. Tamsu seems actually lost, and this is very uncharacteristic of him.
That's very true. We usually see Tamsu being the one to bring Empirex forward in terms of the lead, in terms of the kills, but this is one of the rare times na halos walang, actually zero participation in kills so far for Empirex, for Tamsu on the side of Empirex.
These kills coming in from Acclaim Empirex, it's not Acclaim Empirex making the play and forcing something and setting something up. It's them getting it due to Saigon's Joker's mistakes, due to overcommitting to the tower dive, etc. So Acclaim Empirex definitely not in the position to take this game right now.
Yeah, very true. And there's another gank from Heaven. Saigon Jokers looking to get another kill. Tamsu approaching the river, but I don't think he's going to make it. Cannon goes down very easily. And so far, the lead in mid lane still been stable. 20 CS lead for Warzone on Endless Ace in this Victor Morgana matchup. Tamsu looking to try and provide pressure. There's the Dark Binding. Tamsu, though, not going to follow up.
And this is again going back to my point where I was saying that Heaven walking circles around Tamsu
there's the ult, and Ron OP looking to get the hook. It's really going to miss because of the cast, but it doesn't matter. They still get the kill. Very nice deadly flourish. Will they be able to finalize the kill? The curtain call goes down. They're going to blow the passive of Tamsu, and I don't think he's going to continue, but that's going to be a kill in the mid lane. And Endless Ace falling further and further behind. Endless Ace not looking good so far in any of these two games.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see what happens, because Heaven time, like I said earlier, before that happened, he's walking circles around Tamsu. He came to the top lane 5 seconds before, and here comes another tower dive, and Genvi's dead.
He's gonna go down pretty easily. The burst is there. Slay gets another kill. 6-1-2 already on the kill score. Man.
And Heaven didn't actually need to do anything.
Yeah, actually.
He actually just stood next to the turret, popped the barrel, drank a sip from his cask, and then walked away.
Yeah, just drinking, celebrating another kill for Slay. 10-2 on the kill score with a 4,000 gold lead at 12 minutes into the game. What does Empirex do at this point in the game, seeing Tamsu, not being himself?
Well, it's definitely not yet over. This is the signature Acclaim Empirex play. They might fall behind come early game. However, they have that Tristana. Tristana does have those 2 kills.
That's true.
It is somewhat concerning that he keeps on getting tower dive. Genvi keeps on getting tower dive. Genvi sitting at 2-4. Meanwhile, Slay is 6-1. However, there's still that possibility, and you do have that Morgana and Karma to support this Tristana. However, it's going to be very grim, as almost all members of Saigon Jokers just deal so much damage right now. I mean, we see Victor with those items slowly being built up. We do see that Yomu's Ghostblade and the BS Sword already built by the Jhin, and that's really good pacing. And here comes Tamsu with the gank, but no cigar.
Yeah, he's not able to land it. The Dark Binding misses as well. They're really trying to lock down Warzone, but he's dealing too much damage. Endless Ace is being pushed away. Tamsu won't be able to get this kill alone, and Heaven actually going to respond. Tamsu really trying to get... Wow, he actually gets the kill onto Warzone, but here's Heaven with the re-engage, and he's able to punish him for that play.
And that's really well played by Heaven, and Endless Ace, she hasn't really been having that much impact with this Morgana so far. The Dark Bitings haven't been hitting when they do need to be hitting, and that's concerning.
Yeah, things not looking so good in this mid lane jungle synergy. We've been talking about Cannon trying to put a bit of damage. Next dragon is Cloud. Still no one taking this
Yeah,
cloud
and
drain.
I think at this point,
Oh, wow.
Saigon Jokers can just easily just walk around the map with confidence, knowing that they can make stuff happen.
Oh, wow, there's the burst coming in from Thresh alone. And there's the fourth bullet coming out as well. Bot lane not able to trade and kind of trying to escape. There's the flash jump. Oh, but YT still gets the kill with the help of that Tiamat active, and they're able to finalize. This will be pretty easy outer turrets for SAJ.
I mean, at this point, it's kind of getting ridiculous at
Yeah.
how ahead Saigon Jokers is right now. They're forcing AEX to play underneath their turret. They're getting tower dove with just a single member even matchup. However, it doesn't look that way.
That's very true. Zach already here to respond, but he is spotted out by the ward's vision from SAJ has been pretty nice even since game 1.
Well, it's really easy to establish vision
Yeah.
when your opponents are stuck to their turret.
Oh, but we're zooming out because there's going to be an engage here. YT with the TP and Tamsu very low. It's a 4 versus 3. Dar's coming in, but he doesn't have any fury. Tamsu goes down. It's an easy 3-0. And that's going to be a cancel TP coming in from Cannon. Easy outer turret, and then possibly a Dragon after.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, it's a best of 5. The reverse sweep, the opportunity is still there. It's best to not beat yourself up after this game, and it's better to just think about what can we do next, what exactly went wrong. And I think if you look at this game, again, the mechanics are actually slightly better this time around.
Yeah.
Not too many extremely poor mistakes. However, they're getting out-rotated, they're getting outpaced in regards to jungle pressure, and I think Tamsu got this. I think Tamsu come next game, he should be able to reset his mind and just go back to how Tamsu usually plays and get those very aggressive early kills and snowball these lanes, as that's really how AEX plays.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully, Empirex able to try and find that momentum or mind reset.
And I mean, it's not Saigon Jokers really changing their team composition or their play to counter Acclaim Empirex. It's them just playing a very clean game, and you do have to commend them for that.
Yeah, very nice consistency we're seeing from SAJ. Very confident play in Heaven, like you said. Looking very good so far. Even in game 1 on his Hecarim, he was also the one engaging, helping out. Actually, pretty similar to Tamsu, I guess, where he's the one really activating plays. Looking like there's going to be an engage. Tamsu comes in. There's going to be the engage, but he won't be able to get any follow-up. Easy kill. Tamsu way too squishy at that point. No follow-up.
I think it only took a couple hits from the Victor to actually zone out the rest of Acclaim Empirex. He dropped the laser, and Sunzi, Endless Ace, and Genvi already at half HP. So, very concerning.
And there's another hook, but he's not going to be able to follow up. YT continuously pushing out Cannon, and there's going to be another gank. There goes the pillar, and it's another easy kill for YT, as the rest of SAJ really dominating this top side of the map. Mid turret's already down. Dark Binding going down, and a nice hook from RunOP just to show off. And Sunzi getting caught out here. He has no idea there's so many members, and that's going to be another kill for Warzone. All of the members of SAJ very happy so far. 3-19 on the kill score and almost a 10,000 gold lead. That's 17 minutes into the game. Again, maybe best not to think too much about this game alone. Better to zoom out, take a look at the best of 5 series as a whole, and think about what Empirex can do for the next game.
And in a way, this is actually a sneak peek for Acclaim Empirex. Even like, I don't want to say that they're gonna lose, but this is very good experience, regardless of what happens, whether they win or not. As Garena Premier League, that's happening in a week. So, and they're gonna be against Saigon Jokers in this Garena Premier League. So, they want to get as much preparation as possible. This is probably the best way.
Yeah, that's very true. Cannon getting 1v1 here in YT, trying to finalize the kill. There's the flash not up for Cannon, so he can't flash in with the ult.
He might die to minions. We'll back away, and here comes the rest of Saigon Jokers pushing that mid lane, and they can probably just do whatever they want right now. They're free to roam that jungle. Wow.
Nice play to interrupt the knock-up there, and the hook barely missing there from RunOP.
They definitely need to ban that Thresh, that's for sure.
RunOP just so comfortable on this Thresh right now.
OP indeed, I mean, it's in his name.
Yeah, that's true. See the mid lane easily going down, and there's going to be the flash hook. Deadly Flourish to follow up in a clean kill for Saigon Jokers. There's the curtain call going down with a very nice hook to follow up. Easy 2-0 for SAJ, and they're going to be taking easy objectives from this point on 3-23. And SAJ really dominating this game so far. Genvi not able to catch up in terms of itemization. Dust Blade already purchased by Slay, so the burst is there. No one is going to be able to handle Slay at this point.
I'm curious what champion did Heaven play in game 1?
He played Hecarim.
Hecarim, okay. So this Gragas definitely showing up.
Heaven looking very good so far. The rest of SAJ has been looking
they've
really
all
good.
looked consistent, no major errors, aside from possibly Ron with those tower dives.
Yeah.
But other than that, Saigon Joker's looking very clean this game.
Yeah. Better ban that Thresh. You got to ban that Thresh.
Or maybe Sunzi has a pocket pick up his sleeve to
Something
deal
to
with this
counter
Thresh. Yeah.
Genvi trying to run away. Wow! Flash hook landing on the Genvi. He's bursted immediately, and there's going to be no response from AEX.
I take that back. Just ban the Thresh. Get rid of that. That was dirty.
That was a very dirty flash hook coming in from Ron. OP. Really OP on the Thresh, and they're trying to push in his story right now. Hook barely missing onto Tamsu right there, and they just can't find an opening. Empirex cannot find an opening to try and counter SAJ with this gigantic lead right now. Very huge lead, over 10,000 gold, 6 turrets, and not a single turret going over to Empirex.
I mean, the pressure from this team has been insane. All the lanes were exerting pressure up to the point where they were hogging their turret and still getting dove. So no opportunities to develop the map, no opportunities to take objectives. And it definitely doesn't help that Tamsu didn't have the best game so far in that early game. The ganks were unsuccessful in that mid lane. And Heaven just beat him always a second or so before Tamsu to get to those lanes. I mean, we saw that a lot in the top lane. Heaven would be there a couple seconds before Tamsu got to the top lane. Like Cannon, he'd say, oh, okay, Tamsu's in the top lane. I can go aggressive on YT, but Heaven was there a few seconds earlier before Tamsu could respond, and that's really what led to that snowball.
So what do you think about the bans? Like, aside from Thresh, do they want to ban Heaven out, like take away the jumpers?
I'm trying to recall what Acclaim Empirex banned this game. I recall a Gangplank, right?
Wait, they banned OB. LeBlanc, Ari,
no,
those were the bans of SAJ,
Saigon,
right?
Those were Saigon's bans.
Yeah, so that means that Acclaim Empirex were the ones who banned Ashe, Bard, and something. I forgot the other
but I think the Bard, you want to keep that ban. Ashe, pretty much as well. Like, I think a lot of, like, I don't know, it's really hard because if you look at how Saigon plays, they want the hard CC, they want the hard engage where they can just create pressure in that bot lane, and then they spread that pressure to the other lanes. YT very consistent at the top lane. And there's a couple ways to look at this. I mean, I was looking at some of the Bangkok Titan games. One of the ways that Bangkok Titans deal with Saigon Jokers, while they still lost to Saigon in the end, but one of the things they tried was just to camp top lane, as YT tends to play a bit aggressive. But it is problematic when you consider the playstyle of Cannon. He was a support main in the past. He doesn't really have those carry paths where you can just straight up carry a game. So it's really interesting to see how AEX is going to deal with this come Game 3.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the way AEX will adopt in this best of 5, but right now you got to give it to SAJ. They've been so clean this game, and now they're just looking to end it straight up 5v5. Tamsu, the passive is blown, and Endless Ace trying to do what he can. Will he blow the ult? He's being burned down so quickly. And there's the burst coming in from Slay. Genvi so afraid to move up towards SAJ as they take the next turret. SAJ is pretty much going to take these Nexus turrets and look to get themselves Game 2 as they approach a possible 3-0 sweep. Can Empirex try and get the reverse sweep dream? We have no idea. This best of 5 series is about as unpredictable as Empirex is, but SAJ looking so clean. Rono B with the Thresh plays, bringing SAJ so far into this series. SAJ been so consistent. GG, well played, SAJ.
And that was a really fast game. 23 minutes on the clock. Saigon Jokers very clean. Acclaim Empirex, there's still hope. This is a best of 5 series after all, so anything can happen, especially when you have a team like Acclaim Empirex. They've done the unthinkable before. They won Rampage 2016. Who's there to say that they might take this as well? They might take GPL. We'll find out. And let's take a look at the scoreboard real quick. You should see that, again, the kill participation is actually very high on all members of Saigon Jokers. We were talking a lot about Heaven during that game. However, Saigon Jokers all around, very consistent, very impressive performance coming out of them. And again, very uncharacteristic of Tamsu, actually.
Yeah.
Those ganks were not on point, yeah.
Usually, even in a losing
seemed
game,
lost.
Tamsu is the one with the positive KDA. It's very weird to see him on a 1-5. So again, looking at this best of 5, better for Empirex to reset and think about the next game on how they can maybe, you know, get the next game so that they can extend this to a best of 4 and possibly a reverse sweep. Like we said, Empirex is very unpredictable. They've done the impossible and maybe they can do that now. But regardless of the result, this is a great practice for Empirex looking at GPL, which is really what they want to focus on.
While the 500 pool is nice and being on top of the hill is nice, GPL's a goal. Worlds is a goal for almost all of these teams right here. Winning Worlds. And I think that's also the goal for Acclaim Empirex. And this is a great opportunity, possibly being able to play against Saigon Jokers a week before before GPL, get the feel of how they play and possibly develop their plans. Because I think you learn the most as a player when you lose rather than when you win. Because when you lose, like as a player, you spend nights just thinking about what did I do wrong, what could I have done better, and that's how you grow. And I think Acclaim Empirex, they're all about that growth. They went from the bottom, and now they're here. And I feel like they have a potential to grow even higher.
Just being here is already a win for Empirex, and they have so much to learn. Again, keep in mind, King of C, this was created, you know, to help the teams practice. But we're gonna take a short break. Again, this is a best of 5. King of C, the match between Acclaim Empirex, the representatives of the Philippines, versus SAJ. We're gonna be back in just a short break. Again, I am Amplifier, and I'm here with Deep, and we'll see you guys in just a minute.